In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Now, with the passage of time, more and more number of people are getting interested into the psychology and the success related items. Almost everyone else is going to participate in that. Now, even today, maximum number of people are interested in it. They want to know that what is good for us, what is not so good for us, what can take us toward the success and what will take us toward the failure. And there are authors and researchers who are popular today, but some of these are extremely popular. One of those who are highly popular is Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill has written many best-selling books, but one of his books, Think and Grow Rich, I think that was extremely successful as for the box office college or as for the copies, the sales are concerned. It was great indeed. And now today we have chosen something out of all of his work, and there are 20 points of Napoleon Hill, which are extremely beneficial for all the people who are seeking success and happiness. Let's talk about all of those 20 items one by one. It will be highly beneficial for us. First of all, Napoleon Hill says that start your day with gratitude. Starting our day with the gratitude instead of complaining and criticizing, it is far better to develop the attitude of gratitude and to keep finding, because there are plenty and plenty of things for which we need to become grateful for the things which are very useful and very beneficial for us. So we must not ignore any of those things at all. We need to become grateful for all of those things. Number two, set clear and attainable goals. Setting of goals. What type of goals? The goals which are very clear on the one hand, attainable, achievable, realistic on the other hand. Why do I call it attainable and realistic goals? Although the motivational speakers are found saying that you can achieve anything else, indeed you can achieve anything else. But if at all we are setting the attainable, the realistic goals in the beginning, what is going to happen then? It will boost our confidence a lot, and we will be able to work on even bigger and better items. So that was the next thing. Set clear and attainable goals. The third is keep a journal of your achievements. you know Keeping a journal of your achievement, writing down all, having a kind of list, and remembering whatever our achievements are in the life. So what will it do? It will boost our confidence level. We will become more strong and more confident, and we will start believing that I shall be able to achieve the next goal which I have set in my life as well. So still the next is practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, it is, I think, it is talked about very often everywhere else now. What is this mindfulness? Not to live in the past, not to live in the future. Focus upon the moment. Focus on today, and be aware and be conscious, and live on wherever you are. Do not try to spend your time thinking about the past or the future. Very little about what we can learn from our past experiences on the one hand, and then planning for the future on the other hand. Otherwise, we do have to stay in the moment. And still, the next is the fifth is limit exposure to negativity. Negativity is something very deadly. We need to avoid the negativity inside us. We need to eliminate all that negativity inside us, but at the same time, we need to avoid ourselves from those people who are actually who are seen actually most of the time in a negative attitude. The next and the sixth is persistent pursuit of goals. Pursuing our goals very important indeed, but we need to do it on a persistent basis. We need to do it on a consistent basis. And still the next is, dear friends, continuous learning. We need to learn, and we need to keep learning. As long as we are alive, we need to keep learning, and this learning will actually keep enhancing our capability, our capacity, our cutting edge, and that is how we can work a more productive and more effective life indeed. And then the eighth is network with the positive people. We do need the network to live here well, to survive here well, but it is far better if at all we are, networking with the positive people. That is really, really great. And then the next is the ninth is give without expecting anything else in return. Give without expecting anything in return. So we need to be generous, and we need to give something without any sort of expectations from that particular person. And then the tenth is express kindness daily. It is also the same type of thing. We need to be kind. We need to be slightly kind. It will, nourish our personality and ourselves a lot. The 11th is regular physical exercise. Indeed, the regular physical exercise is extremely important because it helps us a lot in staying healthy. The 12th is healthy diet. Yes, there is no doubt that we need to maintain a healthy diet, otherwise, we will fall ill, and then there will be trouble. And the 13th is adequate sleep. Sleep is very important indeed. We need to provide ourselves with the enough amount of sleep indeed. And still, the next is limit cigarette, naswar, tea, coffee, other things which are not so good for health. We need to keep reducing it as much as we can, so that we become free of many of these addictions. We become an addiction free person. And the 15th is practice patience. We need to become a patient human being at all, no doubt in it. Seek constructive criticism, not to run away from the criticism. Rather, if at all somebody is criticizing us positively, constructively, it is very beneficial for us. And the next is avoid gossip, not to do the gossip at all. The 18th is practice forgiveness. We need to forgive the people, otherwise there will be a lot of burden upon our mind. The 19th is take responsibility for your action. Yes, if at all we don't take responsibility for our action, we are not a good and responsible human being at all, and we cannot succeed for a longer period of time. The last is celebrate other people's success. Although most of us, we don't celebrate, rather we feel envious, we feel jealous. I think that if at all we are celebrating the success of other people, then it will become easier, much more probable that we will be able to gain, to achieve the success of our own. That is the philosophy of Napoleon Hills.